Would you like to improve your business and personal finances at a deep and lasting level? In today's video, we'll explore how. My name is Lucas, and welcome. If you're tired of doing finances from a place of frustration and survival, you're in the right place. Every person I work with would like to improve their finances. For some people, that means paying off $100,000 worth of debt or getting caught up on their back taxes. And for others, it means growing their savings, their investments, or building emergency funds. Everyone has different goals, but the common thread that I see is that we no longer want to worry and stress about money. No more surviving and just getting by. Thankfully, the world's shifting, and the fact that you're here with me right now is a pretty good sign that you are as well. So, if you're ready to simplify your life and have plenty, let's get into it. Growing up, we never learned the fundamentals of money and had to figure things out for ourselves. On top of that, we absorbed all kinds of limiting beliefs and poor financial habits from the people around us. So to improve our finances, we want to first remove the old foundation, meaning all of the limiting beliefs and habits that keep us small. Second, recover from our past choices. And third, create a new experience with money. Now, the cool thing is, creating a strong financial foundation is pretty straightforward. Learn the basics, practice the basics, and perfect the basics. Do that and you'll have plenty. And if you'd like to learn how, I walk you through the process in this video. But before we start creating, we have to address the elephant in the room, all of the thoughts and habits that keep us stuck. Every problem we have with money and in life starts right here. As Peter Crone says, the primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation, but your thoughts about the situation. Our thoughts about money create our problems with money. So the first step to improving our finances at a deep and lasting level is to get clear on all of our limiting beliefs and remove them. When I think there's not enough, I say things like, I can't cover my bills. Then I work harder and start hustling. My limiting thought turns into my poor habit. But when we debunk our belief, our words, actions, and habits change. For example, there's a lot of people out there who started with nothing and now have plenty. I think they would strongly disagree with the idea that there's not enough. The difference is they chose not to believe the idea. When I realized this, I stopped subscribing to the idea and recognized that there's plenty. Now, I no longer say things like, I can't afford it, and of course, there's no reason for me to hustle for more. When we remove our limiting financial beliefs first, there's a cascading effect. We change our thoughts, then we start using new words. That creates new actions, and from there, we can create new financial habits. I spent 2 decades trying to improve my financial habits first, but made more progress in 1 month by addressing my financial thoughts. If you'd like to improve your finances at a deep and lasting level, get clear on all of your limiting financial beliefs and remove them. Of course, I had the help and guidance of a few experts. I started off with Ken Honda's Money EQ course on Mindvalley, and then took things to the next level, or should I say I went even deeper, with Peter Crone's Financial Freedom Workshop. After both courses, I felt like a new man. I no longer worried and stressed about money. I was happier and more generous, and I experienced a level of freedom with my finances I didn't even know was possible. I'll be sure to leave links to both courses, and by the way, I'm not being paid by Ken or Peter. I recommend them because I know what they did for me, and I believe that they can help you. Just like pulling a weed out by its roots, when you remove your limiting financial beliefs, your financial problems can no longer grow. And to make sure that you remove all of the weeds from your financial garden, you also want to remove your poor financial habits. For example, chasing a client for money is a poor financial habit. To remove it, implement a simple policy that guarantees that you get paid before you ever start working for that client. Confusing and disorganized finances is another poor financial habit that results in lost income. So to remove that habit, all you have to do is simplify and get organized. I can keep going, but hopefully you see what I'm driving at. Remove your limiting beliefs and your poor financial habits. The second step to improving our finances is to recover from our past financial choices. And there's two levels to this, externally and internally. For example, let's say that you accumulated a lot of debt. A simple way to recover from that is to create and then implement a plan to pay it off. Most of us have a financial bucket that's full of holes, so a simple way to recover from that is to identify and then plug your financial leaks. And I walk you through that process in this video. As we discussed earlier, people tend to overlook or bypass what's going on internally. But in my experience, if you want to improve your finances at a deep and lasting level so that you always have plenty of money and you don't have to worry and stress, it's crucial to look at what's going on inside. Think of it like this. Let's say from the age of 12 or so, each time you have a big life experience. So maybe dad doesn't show up to your game, or you fail a test for the first time, or maybe somebody bullies you. That experience is like accumulating a blanket. And as you go through life and have experiences, you accumulate more and more blankets. But there you are at the bottom of the pile, suffocating underneath the weight. Each time you face a past regret and recognize that you were just doing the best you could and then forgive yourself, you remove several blankets. And when you learn how to process your guilt and shame, you remove several thousand blankets. I'd like you to consider that your bank accounts are a reflection of what you have going on in here and in here. Money reflects back to you what you think about the world and what you think about yourself. If you'd like to improve your finances at a deep and lasting level, improve your relationship with yourself. Once you've cleared away the old financial foundation and learned how to accept and let go of your previous choices, you're now ready to create a new relationship with money. The first thing I invite you to do is take a look at your life. Is there anyone that you know or might be connected to that has a good relationship with money? If so, invite them to lunch and ask questions. Successful people love to help other people create success. And if they don't, that might not be a person you want to learn from. If you don't know anyone like that, no worries. It's easier than ever to get a fantastic financial education. I always recommend people start off by reading the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad and Cash Flow Quadrant, both by Robert Kiyosaki. Both of these books have massively transformed and improved my finances. Ken Honda's Money EQ course on Mindvalley and his Happy Money book, Peter Crone's Financial Freedom Workshop, the book Richest Man in Babylon, all of these are a great place to start. And by the way, not all of your mentors have to be talking about money directly. I learned about true success from the practice of yoga and Travis Elliott over at Inner Dimension TV. And I radically improved my relationships and expanded my mental, emotional, and spiritual wealth through so many of the wonderful courses over at Mindvalley. My point is, once you clear away the old foundation and you're free from all of the limiting beliefs and behaviors, a whole world of possibility opens up. So get curious and get educated. Start with my mentors or get busy finding your own. If you're tired of surviving and just getting by, if you're tired of looking at empty savings accounts, or maybe you're tired of carrying the weight of a ton of debt, I invite you to do a few things. Identify all of the thoughts, perspectives, and habits that are weighing you down and remove them. Then take the time to accept your past choices and let them go. Once you're feeling lighter and more free, get curious, get educated, and create a new relationship with money. In my experience, that is how you improve your finances at a deep and lasting level. And if you could benefit from some personal guidance, I'd love to hear more about you and your financial goals. Comment the big split and I'll send you an application for a free call. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to share, leave a comment and I'll do my best to get back to you. And if you know anyone that could benefit from this video, please share it with them. Thank you for your time and energy. I'll see you in the next one.